Hi, sweetie. Come here. Grandma will teach you the cleaning secrets that have been passed down from generation to generation. You know, in my day, we didn't have all these expensive products. We made do with what we had at home. And guess what? It cleaned better than all those chemicals. These recipes I'm going to tell you are family treasures. My grandmother taught them to my mother. She taught them to me. And now I'm passing them on to you. They are simple, inexpensive mixtures that really work. Not only will you save a lot of money, but you'll also take care of your family's health because there are no toxins in these formulas. But first, tell me, what tricks did you learn from your grandmother or do at home? Write them in the comments. In the next video, I, Grandma, will choose the best tricks you send in to share with everyone. It will be a great joy. Leave your trick there, okay? I'll be waiting. Grandma's Miracle Mix, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and 1 cup of white vinegars, and the juice of 1 lemon in 500 milliliters of water. Mix everything in a spray bottle and shake well. This mixture cleans everything, my dear. Countertops, sinks, and tiles. It's a degreaser and antimicrobial, and it even leaves a pleasant scent. I use it every week throughout the entire house. Grandma's glass cleaner, 3 tablespoons of white vinegar, 1 tablespoon of 70% alcohol, and 1 liter of water. Mix in a spray bottle, spray with a microfiber cloth, and then dry with newspaper. No streaks. The secret is not to do it in direct sunlight, so it doesn't dry out and stain. Homemade disinfectant. Lemon and orange peels and other citrus fruits in a 500 ml glass jar. Cover with white vinegar and leave covered for 2 weeks. Then strain and pour into a spray bottle. It's a powerful natural disinfectant. It kills germs, cleans, and smells great. Wonderful for use in the bathroom and kitchen. Homemade liquid soap. Grate a coconut bar into 2 liters of boiling water, and when it cools, add 2 tablespoons of baking soda and 10 drops of essential oil. You'll have a creamy soap that lasts for months. I use it to wash dishes and delicate clothes and even for bathing. It's a great money saver. Powerful stain remover. Mix 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and 1 drop of dish soap. Make a paste and let it sit on the stain for 15 minutes, then scrub gently. It removes blood, sweat, and grease stains. It's magic. Works on clothes, carpets, and sofas. Kitchen degreaser. Cut a lemon in half and sprinkle a teaspoon of coarse salt and a teaspoon of baking soda on top. Rub directly on the stove, sink, and greasy pans. The acid in the lemon cuts through the grease. The salt acts as a natural abrasive, and the baking soda removes grime. Aluminum pans will shine. Natural furniture polish. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and 5 drops of lemon juice. Mix well and wipe onto wooden furniture with a flannel cloth. It leaves a beautiful shine and protects the wood. It's better than any store-bought wax. Your furniture will be nourished and smell great. Homemade mold remover. 2 crumbled pieces of school chalk, 1 tablespoon of coarse salt, and 5 whole cloves. Make small cloth bags and place them in damp corners of the house and inside cabinets. The chalk absorbs moisture, the salt purifies, and the cloves perfume. Replace every 3 months. I haven't had mold since. Natural bleach. 1 part 10, volume hydrogen peroxide, 3 parts water, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Mix well, and it becomes a natural bleach. I use it to clean the toilet and bathroom tiles and to remove stains from white clothes. It doesn't have a strong smell and doesn't irritate the skin. Grandma's aluminum cleaner, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of fine salt, and 1 tablespoon of wheat flour. Make a paste and rub it on darkened aluminum pans. The acid removes oxidation, the salt acts as an abrasive, and the flour helps with the texture. Then rinse well. The pan will look brand new. My mother used to do this. Air freshener. 3 tablespoons of baking soda, and 10 drops of lavender, eucalyptus, or lemongrass essential oil. Mix well and spread on small plates around the rooms. It absorbs bad odors and releases a delicate scent for weeks. Much better than those chemical sprays that give you a headache. Oven degreaser. 4 tablespoons of baking soda, and 2 tablespoons of coarse salt, and enough water to make a thick paste. Spread in the oven and leave overnight. The next day, scrub with a sponge and rinse. The grease comes off beautifully. For tough cases, heat a little before applying. Homemade silver cleaner, 1 tablespoon of white toothpaste, uncolored, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Mix until it forms a paste and scrub the silver items with a soft brush. Then rinse and dry thoroughly. The silver will shine like new. Be careful not to scratch it. Always use gentle movements. Soap for delicate clothes. 1 tablespoon of mild shampoo, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and 1 liter of warm water. Mix well, soak for 30 minutes, and rinse thoroughly. The shampoo cleans gently, and the vinegar removes residue and leaves clothes soft. It never loses color or shape. Natural drain cleaner. 1 cup of baking soda, and then 1 cup of hot vinegar. Pour into the clogged drain, cover, and let it foam. After 30 minutes, pour boiling water down the drain. The chemical reaction dissolves grease and hair. Better than caustic soda. Homemade carpet cleaner. 2 tablespoons of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of fine salt, and 5 drops of essential oil. Mix well, spread on the carpet, leave for an hour, and vacuum. Removes cigarette and pet odors and moisture. The carpet is fresh and odor-free. I do this monthly, and have never needed professional cleaning. Natural fabric softener. 1 cup of white vinegar, 2 tablespoons of glycerin, and 10 drops of essential oil. Mix well and use half a cup in the fabric softener compartment of your washing machine. Leaves clothes soft, removes soap residue, and doesn't irritate the skin. The vinegar neutralizes the calcium in the water and preserves the fibers. Shiny stainless steel cleaner. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, the juice of half a lemon, and 1 teaspoon of fine salt. Mix well and rub with a soft cloth, then wipe with a dry cloth. The olive oil nourishes, the lemon removes stains, and the salt gently scrubs. Leaves surfaces shiny and protected against fingerprints. Concentrated detergent. Grate a bar of soap and add 2 liters of hot water, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and half a cup of alcohol. Dissolve the soap in the hot water and add the baking soda and alcohol when it cools. It becomes creamy and you only need to use a little on the dishes. 1 drop cleans a whole sink. Much more economical than store-bought and doesn't dry out your hands. Rust remover, a cut lemon, a teaspoon of coarse salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda sprinkled on top. Rub on iron rust and stove grates. The citric acid dissolves the rust, the salt abrasion, and the baking soda neutralizes. Then rinse and dry thoroughly. The original color of the piece will return. Floor wax. 2 tablespoons of melted beeswax, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and 5 drops of vinegar. Mix when the wax cools and turns into a golden paste. Apply to the wooden floor with a flannel cloth. It shines, protects, and naturally perfumes. Lasts 6 months and nourishes the wood. Safe upholstery cleaner. 1 liter of warm water, 1 cup of vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Dip a cloth in the mixture. Wring it out well, and wipe the upholstery. Then dry with a hairdryer. Removes stains and odors and does not leave the fabric damp. Test first on a hidden corner. Refrigerator deodorizer. 2 tablespoons of baking soda, 3 small pieces of charcoal, and 1 tablespoon of dry coffee grounds. Mix everything in a small jar and leave it in the refrigerator. It absorbs all odors. Onions, fish, cheese. Replace every 2 months. The refrigerator will always smell neutral, without mixed aromas. Shiny tile cleaner. 1 tablespoon of detergent, 1 tablespoon of ammonia, and half a cup of vinegars in 4 liters of warm water. Caution. Wear a mask and gloves. Apply with a soft sponge on the tiles. Cuts grease, removes slime, and leaves them shiny. Always ventilate the area well. Car wash soap. 2 tablespoons of mild detergent, a pinch of salt, and 1 tablespoon of vinegar in 5 liters of water. Mix well and create a creamy lather that won't scratch the paint. Removes dirt and stuck-on insects and leaves a natural shine. Much cheaper than car shampoo and environmentally friendly. External window cleaner, half a cup of vinegar, a quarter cup of alcohol, and 5 drops of ammonia in 1 liter of water. Wear a mask. Cuts through city grime. Then just wipe with vinegar and water to remove residue. Windows will be crystal clear. Bathroom disinfectant. Half a cup of 10-volume hydrogen peroxide, 1 tablespoon of detergent, and 2 tablespoons of baking soda. Mix well and it kills germs, fungus, and bacteria in the toilet, shower, and tiles. It doesn't contain chlorine, which can irritate, but it disinfects just as well. Leave it on for 10 minutes and rinse. Your bathroom will be sanitized and free of chemical odors. Clean burnt pots. Baking soda enough to cover the bottom, and vinegar until it foams. Then sprinkle coarse salt on top. Let it soak overnight. The next day, the dirt will come off with just a sponge. It even works on badly burnt pots. Scented water for ironing. 1 liter of water, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and 10 drops of essence. Mix and use in the iron. The vinegar prevents limescale in the iron and leaves clothes smoother. The essence gives a delicate scent. Clothes are spotless and fragrant. My iron has never clogged up. I've been using it this way for 30 years. Spotless mirror cleaner. Half a cup of vinegar and half a cup of water in a spray bottle. Spray on and wipe with crumpled newspaper in circular motions. The newspaper doesn't leave lint, and the vinegar cuts through grease. Your mirror will be spotless. The secret is to use newspaper, not a cloth. Limescale remover. Cloth soaked in vinegar and a teaspoon of salt, and the juice of half a lemon. Wrap around the faucet or shower head with limescale, and leave for a few hours. The acid dissolves the white limescale. Then scrub and rinse. Metal returns to its original shine. Baby soap, grated coconut soap, a tablespoon of glycerin, and a cup of strong chamomile tea, cooled in 2 liters of warm water. Dissolve everything well. It is gentle, does not irritate, cleans well, and even soothes sensitive skin. Better than any industrial baby soap. Strong degreaser, 1 teaspoon of caustic soda, 1 tablespoon of detergent, and 2 tablespoons of alcohol in 1 liter of water. Be very careful. Wear gloves and a mask. For heavy grease on range hoods and barbecues, apply and leave on for 15 minutes, then rinse thoroughly. Only use as a last resort. It cuts through any grease. White sneaker cleaner, 2 tablespoons of white toothpaste, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Mix well and scrub with an old brush on yellowed sneakers, then let dry in the sun. Brush to remove residue. Sneakers will be as good as new. The sun helps to naturally whiten them. Wood polish, 1 part linseed oil, 1 part vinegar, and 1 part turpentine. Mix well and apply with a flannel cloth to dry old furniture. Allow to penetrate, and then shine with a dry cloth. The wood absorbs the nutrients and comes back to life. This is my grandfather's recipe. Powerful oven cleaner, 6 tablespoons of baking soda, 3 tablespoons of coarse salt, 2 tablespoons of detergent, and water to make a thick paste. For very dirty ovens, heat for 5 minutes, turn off the oven, apply the warm paste, and leave overnight. The grease will soften and come off easily. Natural deodorant, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and 8 drops of essential oil. Mix well and put in small cloth bags and place where you need to absorb odors, such as in closets and shoes. Absorbs moisture and bad odors and releases a soft scent for months. Anti-mite soap, 10 cloves, and 2 cinnamon sticks boiled in 2 cups of water for 10 minutes. Then left to cool, and add half a cup of homemade liquid soap. The natural oils repel mites and fungus. Clothes are protected and fragrant for those with rhinitis or asthma. Persian rug cleaner, half a cup of vinegar, a tablespoon of fine salt, and a tablespoon of baking soda in a liter of water. For delicate handmade rugs, test on a small corner first and apply with a damp, not wet cloth, then vacuum. Cleans without fading or getting too wet. Universal remover, 1 part alcohol, 1 part acetone, and 1 part detergent. Ventilate well. For glue, gum, and paint, apply and let sit, then scrape with a spatula and wash as normal. Removes even super glue and pen ink. Okay, my love. These are the golden recipes that have been passed down through generations in our family. Each mixture has its specific function, all tested and approved over decades of use. Always remember to wear gloves when handling stronger products, open windows to ventilate, and test first in a hidden corner. The wisdom lies in simplicity. Nature has given us everything we need to have a clean and fragrant home. Nowadays, there are products for everything, but look, by spending a fraction of the price, you can achieve the same or even better results. And you'll also be looking after your family's health by avoiding industrial chemicals. I hope you use these recipes with the same love that I have used them with for so long. They are family heirlooms that are now passing into your hands. Use them wisely and teach them to your children too. A big kiss on your heart. And may your house always be a blessed and well cared for home.